It's week 6 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Packers and the reigning NFC champs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On first down, it's Fields. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Coming up on 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Way to be there, baby.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mayfield. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this game of our Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
After the penalty, it's Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
That's what I'm talking about.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mike Strawn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is... Oh, what a juke into space! And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 29-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On first down, Kidd. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Open man, Butler complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Mayfield now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Strong. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Open man, completes it to Butler. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Fields now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will finish off. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They count
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 34.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Mayfield.
He'll get this into the hands of Strong.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Barker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. They go play action. Mayfield steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield dancing to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And that'll be taken in by Strong.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. Fighting through, and he's got space. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On 1st down, Kidd. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about